The demo video you're about to see is on QuickReach NPMS solution, developed and produced by Geomic Prototech Limited. This application captures daily production records, monthly records, and records on complex well test, then generates XML files for submission on the NPMS portal software. You can also retrieve records from Excel files and generate corresponding XML files for upload on NPMS software. With this application, you can maintain an accurate record of all submitted data. Before using this application, you should set a few initial parameters. You should first of all register all the fields you have in your company, register the reservoirs. Each reservoir you enter, you should also type in the corresponding field name, where it is located. Also need to capture wells you have to. If there's an error, you can always select any one, make correction, and click on update. Let's look at daily gas, oil, and condensate production. Before you begin, you should set the stream. This is offshore oil stream. You can also enter values for condensate too by selecting that, or onshore oil, depending on how your company categorizes your streams. So let's assume for this demonstration that it's offshore oil. But first of all, set the week, first day of the week. Well, this software will automatically lock to the beginning of the week whether or not you select it. Once you select any date within a week, just lock to the first day of the week and the last day of the week, and the first record you have to enter, which in this case is the first day of the week. Well, if you already have a record in the database, like we're just capturing one now, it will move to the next day of the week. So we will capture the second value for the second day of the week. You can continue with like that, entering values. Alright, after I've entered the 7th day of the week, you see that the add button has been disabled so that you don't mistakenly enter a value more than 7. Of course, you're only supposed to have 7 days in a week, so 7 values is the maximum, after which this button will be locked out. Although you can select any of these values, make a change, and update. You can see the change has been effected. And then this is also offshore oil. We can enter values now for condensate. Put in the value for the first day of the week and add, and continue just like we did for the offshore oil. When we're done with that, select a new week and continue entering records. This is in situations where you just deploy the application and you need to capture old records. For each day, you should also capture gas production. So you click on capture gas production, and here you set the beginning of the week and enter the records just like we did on the previous form. Say there is a production of 23 million standard cubic feet, and there was 5 lifted, 5 injected, 5 utilized, 5 fled, and 3 vented. These are just for this demonstration. And then this is for associated gas, so click on add. We have that record in, click on it, can make a change, make this 4 and make this 4, and update, and you have a new record there. Now this is also associated gas. We'll do the same thing for non-associated gas. If you click on that, of course, this record will go away and let you enter fresh values for the beginning of the week. Let's look at monthly oil data and complex well test. Here we can enter values for monthly reports and for complex well test. On that monthly report, first of all, set the date, the month we are working on, and then the field. Each field you select, reservoir drop-down list is populated with reservoirs in that field. These are wells within that field. So if you had selected this field, you would have these reservoirs and these wells. Here, these are old values, existing values. Remember, these values are just supposed to be entered once a month. So, in case there's an error, you can always come back here, select it, and then make whatever change you need to make and click on edit. So you need to do that to capture production records, well injections for the month, monthly well test values, and reservoir properties. This interface is similar to the NPMS portal software. For complex well tests, you select the field, the well, reservoir, and the test type. Once you do that, you can see all the records that are in the database for this test type. Select a different test type that doesn't have records, you need to enter them afresh. So we have records for this test type. Once you deploy this application on your company, you need to enter all your old records, but if your company already have these records existing in Excel files, this software can allow you import those records from your Excel files into this application, and then from this application you can generate your XML files to upload on the NPMS portal. To do that, go to admin, import from Excel file. You can clear previous records before importing a new set of records. The first time you deploy this application in your company, you should import all your records from Excel into this application, so that from then on you can start capturing your records using this application. To do that, you can click on this clear previous record button and then import daily oil stream. This is weekly oil. Before I import it, let's look at the format. Okay, scroll to the top. Alright, we have date on the first column, and then rate, which is the production values for weekly oil. This is for dates from 1st of January 2009 till 23rd of November 2012. So if you have a format that is not, of course, exactly like this, as long as you have date on the first column, production on the second column, whatever you have on the other columns don't matter. Just save it, and this software will pick these two fields and use it to create your records, your new database. So click on open, and this number will count down, indicating that the records are moving in. Alright, done. So now they're all in. If we go now to the daily gas, oil, and condensate production, and specify any date as far as say 2009, we'll have records. Say 2012. So 2012 and July. See, new records. These records are in here because they were on the Excel file. You can do the same thing weekly under admin, import from Excel file. You can import daily condensate stream. The condensate stream. Let's look at the format first. It is similar to the oil stream. Has date and the rate values for since 2009 to November 2012. Open, and it captures the records. You can also import associated gas. So let's look at the format too before we import it. We have date values, production value, lifted, injected, utilized, fled, and vented, just in this order. And it imports. Non-associated gas is exactly like the associated gas format. Now, if your company has these records in Excel files and they are not following this order, there are two ways. You can either set it to follow this format and import, or if you can get a copy of of your format, we can custom the software to import records using your format. So let's do that for non-acetate gas. Open, and it imports. We can also import monthly production. Let's look at the format. Reservoir name, well name, days on production, and so on. All of these parameters are as found on the NPMS data documentation. Let's import these records. Let's import injection records. This is what the format looks like. Has data on injection, WHP, and so on. Open. Alright, it's in. You can do the same thing for monthly well test, and then reservoir properties and records from complex well test. After all these records are in the database, you can continue capturing new data as they come every day and every month, and as you perform complex well test. To generate XML file, go to daily gas, oil, and condensate production and select the week you wish to work with. Let's go and pick something from 2009, June 16th. Alright, now even though I chose June 16 doesn't mean to give me June 16. It's going to give me the first day of the week, the last day of the week, and of course this button is disabled, meaning that the entire 7 days of the week, values for 7 days of the week are already in here. So if you click Save To, it's going to create an XML file, and remember the XML file is going to contain, let's call it a week report. It creates the file and tells you the file size. Yes, like I was saying, it's going to contain records for oil production, condensate, associated gas, and non-associated gas. So let's look at how the report comes out. Let's go to the shortcut, go to Excel templates. We call it weekly report. So this is it, weekly report. Alright, it's carrying the name of the operator, the stream values, first of all offshore oil, and then there's condensate values, and then after the condensate values there are the associated gas values are here, and then non-associated gas values are down here. So you can do that, generate your XML for the week, and then upload it on your NPMS software. Let's look at monthly XML file generation. You just select the month you wish to generate a file from, generate your file for, and then click on export this month data to XML. Let's call it month report. Alright, creates the file and tells you the file size. Click on the shortcut, and then template. Remember we called it monthly report, so this is it. Double click to see it. Alright, it's carrying the operator name, started on, which is the beginning of that month, beginning of 1st of November. Has records for, this is reservoir properties up here. First of all, so reservoir properties, we have well production properties, which is monthly production, goes on till still monthly production. This is okay, that's still monthly production. Yeah, this is the end of monthly production. Now this is monthly injection values for all the fields, all the wells, all the reservoirs, These are well test values. Starts from here, well test values, and gets to the end. For complex well test, you select the field, well, reservoir, test type, and export this test type to XML. Let's call it complex. Let's just call it complex. So I have complex here. Double click. We see that it has field name, well name, reservoir name, recommended BOPD, authorized DPR personnel, test type, well status, remark, and then we have test values for different choke sizes all the way to the bottom here. Go to export to Excel, and then you can select either weekly report, monthly report, or complex well test. Let's just select the weekly oil stream. Click on that, you can see your oil stream values, and you can export to Excel. You can call it oil stream, and save. It has been created and the file size is 0.077 megabytes. Let's confirm that. Go to computer, use our shortcut, find the Excel template. We called it oil stream. So double click that and we have our Excel back. Expand this a little bit. Okay, you can see from the 1st of January 2009 down to the 23rd of November 2012. Just the records we imported then, they are all here and has been regenerated. Jimmy Pedrotech Limited appreciates your attention and looks forward to partnering with you on this innovative product. Thank you.